Hebat Allah was a small coastal freighter. She was built by Breherat at Ingrande, France in 1985 and spent her working life in the Red Sea. She was anchored off her Garda Marina when, in bad weather, she broke her moorings, was washed across to the reef and wrecked, where she sat for some years until she was cleared of oil and fluids and sunk in November 2004 as Egypt's first artificial reef. The thing about shipwrecks, of course, is that as soon as they're below the surface, they start to break up. And the number of divers and dive boats doesn't help. This was the little barge at Gabal in 1995. And this is the same site just 15 years later. So a new wreck is something to celebrate. Hebat Allah came to rest upright and on an even keel, which is a small wreck and a simple wreck to dive. But instead of the planned 30 metres, she ended up in 45, and that means either a short dive or some mandatory decompression. Your dive boat will moor up directly over the wreck, and will probably also put in a hang tank. Not part of your gas plan, it's there in case of emergency. Start your dive by heading down to the stern of Hebat Allah, where you'll find the propeller and the rudder. Come up a metre or so to your right and you'll find this gash which will lead you into the superstructure. If you want to see the engine room, turn right and head forward. You're looking for this doorway here. And when you find it, swim through it, turn immediate sharp left and head down these stairs. It's dark in there, it's tight and it's potentially silty. It's certainly just one diver at a time. And you'll then come out the same way you went in. If you don't fancy that, across from the gash you can go up these steps into the crew accommodation. Ignore those steps and just have a swim around. There's plenty of light up here, plenty of windows, and there are plenty of doorways that you can swim out of if you want to. When you've swum all the way around, then go up those steps there. That will take you up onto the bridge level. When you've seen the superstructure, the accommodation, swim forwards. You can get out at various levels into the holds. They're on 2 levels, an upper and lower, and you can swim between them on that lower level. Stay right down at the bottom and you can swim into the very bow of the wreck. Or you can go into the forecastle, which is the level above. At both levels you can get some good ideas of how Hebat Allah was constructed. Back out. The foredeck itself has all of the deck furniture that you would expect of any small steamer. And there's no current here, the visibility is usually good, so you should be able to look back along the length of the wreck. You may be able to ascend the masts and swim across to your upline, or you may have to swim back the length of the wreck. It depends where your guides have tied you in. You might even find that you've been tied into the top of the masts, although I don't like that. It's just a matter of time before that will pull the masts down. But whichever, back to your ascent line, up for your safety stop or your decompression stop, and then back to the boat.